Second concept, I'm going to call that absolute goodness. On this earth, you don't have absolute goodness. You may have some relative goodness compared to others, but absolute goodness, for example, freedom. If it's absolutely good, you will freely choose what you should freely choose and not be disappointed as to what you cannot freely choose. What about love? That'd be absolutely good. Love is the ultimate good. Love is eternal. The greatest of everything is love. What about work? What about absolutely good work, where you have purpose and meaning in every way? That will be absolutely good work. Absolute good in terms of sex. You know, one of the reasons people don't want to go to heaven, they think God is against sex, except God is the one who created sex, you know. If you think a sexually fulfilling life is good, it is the same difference between a sexually fulfilling life and a prenatal existence when you didn't even know you existed. Just imagine what the heaven is going to be like in another dimension, in a hugely different, another kind of way, where the sex of goodness and the goodness of sex will be completely overwhelmed and rewritten. And if you think this is good, wait till the Creator, who has thought up sex and inside his boundaries is best, has stuff for you that you cannot even envision. Oh, what about food? You know, absolute goodness in food. I know there are many nutritionists listening to me, and not all food is good for you. I'm told that a man said he's not going to eat any chicken or eggs because of bird flu, and he's not going to eat beef because of mad cow disease, and he was not going to eat fish because of all the metals inside the meat, and he was not going to use pork because of swine flu, and he was not going to eat vegetables for sure and fruit because of insecticides and herbicides. The only thing he would eat was chocolate. However, in heaven, it's going to be all nutritious. And you will enjoy the banquet, remember we said, and you will enjoy food. But goodness in the deeper ways. Goodness in terms of virtue, where there is always integrity. Goodness in terms of action, where there's decisive good morality and action. What about absolute goodness when it comes to motives? Pure, sincere, absolutely pure motives. Just imagine. What about goodness in terms of the environment, where there's no global warming, cooling cycles, and everybody gets very upset in terms of an eco-unfriendly world? There'll be an eco-friendly situation. What about goodness in terms of nature, the highest beauty that you've ever seen? What about goodness in terms of relationships, nobody to betray? Nobody will betray you because all of you have already been forgiven. What about absolute goodness when it comes to corruption? There will be no corruption there. There will be no sin there. It's all been taken care of. No more transgression. No more worries about who is going to do wrong. That's absolute goodness, beyond all that we could imagine. Some time ago, we had a 900 square feet office space which we rented, which we used well. We created some memories and some good projects. Not knowing that just in 3 or 4 years, I would be in an office that's beautiful, built out just for us. And the old office simply became a memory, a nostalgic memory. And soon we would forget what that was all about. We preserved the good from the past into the present, but the present was incredibly better, absolutely better than what was happening in the past. And then to top it all off, the new office space, not only big and spacious, was also free of rent, free of operating costs. How much better could it be? Heaven is going to be absolutely good. There'll be no tears, no sorrow, no death, no pain. It's going to be absolutely good, and no impurities of whatsoever kind. None.